Hey guys, what is up today? We are back with another video, and we are gonna do a cast netting video in our backyard. As you can see, we are in our backyard, and I know it's very messy, even though we just tried to clean it up. But so yeah, let's get right into it.
All right, so we've been talking about this video for a while. We're gonna do a how-to video, basically on how to throw a cast net as a kid. I taught my boys how to throw a net when they were really small. So just wanted to do a video. One of our most popular videos is these guys throwing cast nets. Something I never do in my videos or our videos is introduce ourselves. I'm Matt Bliss, the dad of the Bliss Bros. This is Gunner,
The smallest one, of course.
Gage is in the house. He's wore out. We got lacrosse practice tonight, so we're gonna do that. But we wanted to do this because when these guys were really little, I taught them how to throw nets. Ever since they were little, they've been throwing these Bass Pro nets. They're 4-footers, and I think we may have gotten a 4.5 footer at some point. They have both. I like to buy the really small mesh, and I also like to buy the nets with the actual lead weights. I don't like the plastic weights. Gage has a 6-footer. These guys are, the 6-footer's heavy, so it's a lot for them to carry when they're throwing and catching bait. And when I tell you they're good, they're good. But anyways, we did have a video in between this, or we went on a trip to Colorado. It took a lot of video, but I didn't really love all the content, but I did want to show you some of the stuff that we did. We went skiing. It snowed for 5 days while we were there. It was the second time the kids got to ski, but I want to show you how well they did and how much fun we had. So I'm gonna show you a couple clips, and I hope you enjoy, and then we'll come back and start the cast net video. See you. Nice, dude. Batman, go. Oh my! Oh my God! Better hurry up!
Flip over! Spencer, flip over! Do it on your stomach now. Flip over! Flip it over! Flip over!
What are wrong with these children?
All right. All right. I hope you guys enjoyed that. The kids had a blast, and anyways, we're back in Florida, back to school. That was for spring break. We went on a trip. So anyways, when these kids were really small, when Gage and Gunner were really small, they didn't know how to load the net properly. So I did it for them. Make sure you can see the net, buddy. Like everything. Back up so you can you see everything? So I would load the net for them. So I would show them how to put it on their wrist. Basically, you put the rope back through this loop, and you put it on the wrist and pull tight. Usually when they were little, they could grasp this part, loading it like this. But actually loading the net was the more difficult part. So I would load it for them, just like this. Come here. And I would tell them to come here. Here, put this on your wrist. So this is what I would do. After I loaded it, I would give it to him. I'd hand it to him in your other hand, like you. And then I would tell him where to grab it. I would say, all right, you go straight down and you put part of it in your mouth. Now let's look. Let's go straight down. See? Let's look. You put part of it in your mouth. Put that part in your mouth. Yep. And then I would have him. And that's how I would do it. But now you can let it all go, Gunner, because you know how to load it. But now these guys learned how to load it themselves, and they got pretty good at it. So I don't even have to do anything. I just stand back and watch these guys. It's not on your wrist though. Hold on, let me show how to put it on your wrist. So you got the loop. Show them how to do it. Yep. Like that, and you pull it tight. There you go. So these guys have practiced a lot. So hold on. All right, what was the first step that I taught you? When you get there, and then you grab the net and you gotta go down with your hand. There you go, and you try to get it all in the hand. Yep. And then you create like a loop in there. See that loop? Just like that. So now your net's loaded. Now you just have to, yep, you kind of go straight down from where your mouth is and grab the first area. Make sure your net, you always want to make sure your net's not tangled. So these guys know that, but, and then you grab, you don't go very far. You don't want to get too much of the net and grab it. You just want to grab about, I don't know, 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 5 weights down, and that's where you grab it. Let's hope you throw a good one. Let's see. Here, let's put something out there so you can, you want to do it in the pool? Do it in the pool. So it's, you want to do this? All right. Here, let's see if you catch that. Boom. It bounced a little bit, but that was a pretty good throw. And then show them how you pull it in. So if you were catching fish, you would pull it in like this. You didn't even catch the bear. You caught the outside of the net caught it.
At least I caught it.
And do the same thing. You just keep repeating. That's it. Over and over. You keep repeating. And this is probably the most simple way to load a cast net, especially for these little guys. It's tougher to throw a bigger net and do like the other ways to throw it, which usually adults throw it a different way. They throw the net over their shoulder, they put it in their mouth, they put it over this shoulder, that shoulder. There's a lot of different ways to throw it. I have one technique that I really like, but this is the easiest way for the kids, and it's fun for them, and they catch a ton of stuff. We're actually thinking about getting a saltwater tank and putting stuff in there, because they actually caught some flounder. Gage caught 2 flounder last weekend on the boat. I'll show you a picture right now because it was awesome. So Gunner just had I didn't have it on film, but anyways, when you load your rope up, for me, I don't like my rope hanging past my weights after I load my net. So if your rope's hanging past your weights, you want to reload the net, get it back to where you want to be. That way, because if you go to throw, you don't want your rope to get tangled up in the lead line. So we're going to try a pull throw now. Let's see. Don't mess it up. Oh man, no pressure.
I don't think that's...
You ready? It might drift that way because this thing's going to push it. Ready? Boom! That's pretty good. So see how you can see now how it loaded up. Don't grab that until you get it out. If you grab that blue thing, it'll release the net. Show you how you, okay. That blue thing is called the horn. And if you pull it when it's in the water, it'll release the net and then all your bait will get out. So you don't want to pull the horn until you get the net out of the water and over your bucket or whatever. Let's see how this turns out. I'm gonna put it under the water while Gunner throws it. See what happens. Throw it way out there. Ready? See right there, he unloaded it. You pull that blue horn, it releases the bottom of the net, then you can get rid of your bait into the bucket. Honestly, these guys, they're ready to go onto a 6-foot net because they can throw these so well. But for them, it's a new technique, and I'm gonna try to show them a new technique. I've shown Gage a couple times, but it is frustrating because if you're throwing nets these good and then you try to, or this good, and then you go to a bigger net and you can't open it as much, you get frustrated. I used to get frustrated, but anyhow, that's how you do it. These guys, telling you, every time we go somewhere on the water, they're throwing their cast nets. If we go to the beach, they bring their cast nets. If we go on the boat, they bring their cast nets. And at some point, they're throwing the net. And it's not every weekend, but we do it a lot. So all it takes is practice, and you can get really good. And you can catch a lot of cool things. These guys have caught stuff in their nets that I've never caught. Gage has caught a big snook. Gage has caught a little snook, which I can show you a picture of, actually. I have a picture of it, so check it out. And honestly, one of the most important things about throwing a cast net is when you're done, especially in the salt water, you bring it home and you lay it out. Whether you hang it or put it in the yard, you always clean it off, spray it, get all the dirt and mud and crap out of it, and lay it out and let it dry. And then once it's dry, then you store it in a bucket or somewhere. That way, you know, you get to use it again and again and again. Now these guys have gone through a lot of nets. Like I said, we use the ones at Bass Pro. I think the 4-footers, the ones that I use, the smaller mesh, which I think is quarter mesh, and they have the real lead on the lead lines, not plastic. I think they're like 50 bucks. But to me, it's worth it because, like I said, for these guys, it's now something that they're never gonna forget, and they're gonna always be able to do. They're always gonna be able to throw their cast nets. And honestly, we've taught friends. Haven't we taught friends how to do it? Some of their friends we've taught how to do it, and they've gone home and learned how to throw their nets, and it's been really cool. So trust me, you get a cast net, take it to the beach. Every kid on the beach is going to want to throw the net. It's am I right? Yeah. Every single kid. Everybody comes running. Not only do they want to see what you catch, but they want to throw the net with you, and it's fun to watch them and to teach them how to do it. But I hope these guys start catching all my bait, because as much as I love throwing the net, I also love not getting wet and getting bait all over me and stuff. So anyways, that was it. That's all I want to do. We want to do a short video of how to do it and how I taught my kids how to do it. But I will show you a couple of videos of when they were real little throwing these nets. I mean, I think I have Gage when he was maybe 2, 1.5, 2. Obviously didn't open the net, but that's when I started them, really, that young. But nice job.
Nice.
Yeah, we just wanted to, we just want to say thank you, and hopefully we get more subscribers. Please like and subscribe our videos. These guys have a blast doing it, like I've always said. And I wish Gage was here because he can throw the net just as good. Gunner picked it up really good in the last couple years, year and a half. Gage, he's been throwing pretty good for a while. But anyhow, we are headed to La Crosse. I've got to cook you guys some chicken before La Crosse. So that's it for me. And until our next video, thank you. See you. Disclaimer. I misspoke. We don't buy Bass Pro cast nets. We actually buy them at Bass Pro. but they are the Betts brand cast net. They come in a little plastic box. Like I said, there's 3.5 footers, there's 4 footers, 4.5, 5, I think. Different meshes, so it's really what you're comfortable with. But anyhow, I apologize. Betts cast nets. You can buy them at Bass Pro. They're around the $50 range. The ones we buy. But you can start with any cast net. Doesn't matter. The technique is the same. So just wanted to clarify that. See you later. So Gunner says he throws better a certain way. He's gonna now do the deer meat for dinner and blue Gabe technique. Here we go. Let's see how he does. Not bad.
Back up, Mark. Got him. Good job, Gunner.
Nice throw, bud. Yeah.